Like I always say, this world outside here, this place is crazy.
Yeah.
Like whatever you're going to do, as they say, go and complete the mission and come back home.
Man. Skepticity. Yeah.
Come back home. That's a
yeah.
safe house.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
so, the safe house should actually be safe, where people can talk freely, not be judged.
Yeah.
You know, show love, show respect. It's probably the four walls that it's just like, you know,
The protection.
and the protection. Like I should be fine in this building, in this home.
The word of the day, before we talk about leadership in relationships, we have to ask ourselves something deeper. Does she feel safe with me? Not only physically, but emotionally, spiritually, and mentally. Live with our wives in an understanding way. That means listening, protecting, respecting. Emotional safety is one of the greatest gifts a man can offer. What do you think about that, bro?
It's facts, I guess. It's facts. Like ultimately, I always think back to wedding day, and the dad walking your bride or whatever,
And
wife
hands.
down the thing, and literally handing her over to you. You are now in charge of this babe. Like she's your responsibility going forward. So yeah, it comes a lot. It's a lot more important than, you know, the things of just keeping her life together in terms of maybe finances, this and the other. The emotional aspect of it all. It's a lot. It's a lot. And obviously, you know, as we know, women tend to be more emotional beings than men. So managing that, what they may get upset about, whilst we are probably thinking that's
a minor.
That's a minor. Yeah. It's and then not having that reaction to them and saying it's a minor, because that'll probably land you in some
long day.
Exactly. Yeah, it's definitely something that, you know, I'm 7 years married, nearly 8. Like
Make some noise.
still
Make some
learning.
Noise. Make some noise. That's a long time. A long time,
Bro. A very long time.
Yeah.
I was on the phone to my mom the other day, and my mom was like, "Oh, just what you doing? I can hear bear banging along." I was like, "I'm taking pictures of my wedding suit." She's like, "What are you doing with it?" I said, "I'm selling it." She's like, "Why are you selling it?" I was like, "Because it don't fit me anymore." She was like, "What do you mean it don't fit you anymore?" I said, "Mom, that was 7 years ago." Eh? 7? I said, "Mom, yeah. Like, I'm be married for 8 years come October." She's like, "Wow, the time has flown past." But you've got kids to show for it.
You've got a house, you've got a car. There's many stuff to show for it, man. That's a big thing, man. But yeah, in terms of like, you know, being there mentally and like physically, it's very important. Like, I'm very affectionate, very affectionate to the point where like any little thing, I'm hugging Ria. I think sometimes I say to her, I was like, I hope you never get tired of this, because even though I'm 70 and 60, I'll still be the hound dog that you think I am.
I'm coming for my hugs.
I'm coming for my hugs, but don't play around at me. So yeah, man, it's very, very, very important for me, you know, to be around there and be there emotionally. And in terms of spiritually, I'm thinking we're talking more of like in terms of like with God, faith. Yeah, that's another thing as well. Like always praying for the missus and praying for each other. I think, you know, there's something about your wife or your mum praying for you. Like at the bedside, you guys are both on your knees, you're just giving it all to God and just praying. Like it's something special about it. And it feels like, not to say your prayers don't work, but it feels like God hears her prayers and it's like, boom, it's gonna happen. You see it? So yeah,
There was a video, I was just laughing because maybe like a couple years ago, I think before my daughter was born, a couple years ago, I used to think, like, my missus prays and we go to church and stuff, but I used to think, when my mom leaves this earth,
you're finished.
I'm done.
You're done.
I'm done. Because I don't think anyone prays for me like my
mom.
mom might pray for me and my siblings and stuff, of course. Like, these prayers might be the ones that have been keeping me all this time.
Yeah.
Like, I am toast when my mom leaves this place. So with that, you know, you try to do your bit, pray more, you know, put that into your household and everything like that, so that you know, you're not toast when they leave, and you're still guided and still got that protection.
I have that same fear as well, bro, because I feel like My mom can pray. You know that whole there's a scripture in the Bible that says, "Pray without season."
Mm.
That's my mom. She like I called her the other day and I was like, "Hey mom, I'm just checking up on you." She goes, "Look, I'll call you back. I'm praying. I'm praying meeting." That's my mom. She always prays. Wherever she gets a chance, she'll pray. Like there's a time where I remember this day clearly. We had like I can't call it an infestation, but we had a time where there was bare flies in the house. Like I don't know, they won't come from nowhere. There was no rats. There was no dead rats. There was no dead mice. There was no smelly food. There was just flies just flying around the house. My mom spent the whole night praying over the whole house. Like I was like, to my mom, I was like, "Mom, I'm sorry, not to call you crazy, but mom, this is normal now." And she goes, "No, no, no. The people back home are coming for us. They're coming for you to pray, to pray." And I guarantee you, the next day,
Oh God.
I was like, "Okay, cool." My mom probably was onto something then. So yeah, it's crazy and it's nice to have that, you know.
It's needed.
Yeah, yeah. Episode 8 of Dadicated. We've come so far now. 8 episodes. We're doing double figures, man. It's crazy.
Yeah, we're nearly there.
Yeah,
we're real people. We're here for the long haul.
Exactly. We're here for the long haul, man, for sure, man. We're about to hit 100 as well soon.
Yes.
You know. But yeah, I'm Anafi.
Mex.
And yeah, man, it's been good, man. Last episode was very great. I proper enjoyed that. We need to get Johnny back on.
Yeah, it was a great chat. And like he said, even from the point of we didn't go too much into it, but bereavement, when you lost a father figure or your actual father or whatever the case may be, like I think one day that's gonna make for a very good episode.
Yeah, for sure.
But today we're discussing, I guess, our wives and our partners and feeling safe, creating a safe place at home within the two of you's relationship. I think we've spoken and touched on like when you're creating a safe space for your kids to grow up in and express themselves emotionally. But I'll start with when, like you mentioned earlier, you're showing love to Ria and stuff like that, right? Are your boys watching? Are your boys seeing that and seeing that this is
a
the
very
way
good question because
to treat mom?
Yeah, I'm always showing Ria affection around the kids. I have to because I feel like that's something I never saw as a kid, and I need it to be normal. So when they go out in the world and this stuff is happening, like they're not like they're like Even to the point where like my youngest one, then he'll be like, I'll kiss Ria and he'll be like, "Mom, I want to kiss too." I'm like, "Bro, bounce, man, get out of here, bro." You just kick him away like this. So it's like, I thought that's very important because that's something I never saw as a kid.
Yeah.
The only time I saw my mom and dad kiss is at the wedding day when I was there, obviously. But other than that, like I never saw my mom and dad like even when they hug, like I remember there was one African party, like one party where they're dancing. Hug. They get my mom and dad in the middle and they tried to hug. My mom dad's like this, like he's looking away. Like, bro, why are you embarrassed, bro? Look at me, I'm here. I'm a product of you. Like everyone here is like 5 kids. So why are you worried, bro? Like it's a normal, man. Like it's something I never saw. Is that same with you? Like,
yeah, I think in my household, my mom would be the more kind of like she'll go up for whatever reason if my dad's done something well or he's, I don't know, progressed in the job or whatever, she'll go up to him and try to give him a hug or something.
But he's doing the same thing.
He's just like it's a bother to him sort of thing, innit? And I think I had maybe a bit of that. I would say in my old age, in my aging age, I've become more affectionate and you want more affection sort of thing. I think I'm intentional with my son to, like give me a hug and all of that kind of stuff because I think with my dad, the most you're getting is a handshake.
Handshake,
sort of thing,
not even a spud, just a handshake.
Just a handshake.
Handshake,
well done. So, but at the same time, like you mentioned, with what your kids are seeing, I'm very what's the word? I jump at them when if they're being rude to their mom.
You feel,
That
and it's not even a thing where it's like, and that's my wife, you crazy. It's more of a thing of like respect.
Yeah, and that's your mom.
Respect, that's your mom, yeah.
That's your
respect
mom.
Your mom.
Like, you'll come to a point like your mom can't do anything wrong, sort of thing. Like if you saw someone else disrespect her, that's how you're gonna react.
Crash
sort
out,
of thing. So it's like, I might hear them moan and they're having little, nonsensical back and forth with their mom or something like that. But the minute I hear like anything that's showing like attitude,
crash out.
I'm awake.
Crash out.
Like I'm awake. Like
crash
don't
out.
do that. That's your mom sort of thing.
Yeah.
To kind of help reinforce like this is this significant person in your life. You're not rude to them. you know, anything she's saying to you, you know, is for your good.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
so
For your betterment. Yeah.
yeah, it's definitely that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know about apart from that. Like I said, I'm trying. Like I want to be more affectionate and stuff like that. But again, it might just be from where I'm from, what I saw in my house. Like it just doesn't come naturally, sort of thing per se. But yeah.
So when you hear the word emotional safety, like what comes to mind for you? Because you hear emotional safety, and the first thing you think about is your wife crying, and you're there just to protect her, or she's in Oxford Circus, her phone's getting robbed, and you're trying to go and find out who the killer is, or do you get what I mean? Find out who the thief is. Like, what does emotional safety mean to you?
It's creating somewhere where they can come and talk or ask you something. I think, especially when it's bringing up a conversation, like I can say, like, and sometimes be like, why do you want to have this discussion or anything like that? They need to be able to know that they can talk to you without repercussion.
Yeah.
That you're not gonna lose your temper, get angry, or anything like that. Yeah, crash out. Like it's just a case of we're gonna just have a conversation, whether it's you're in the wrong and we need to speak, or this has happened to me, or I'm going through something. It's just creating that safety, like bubble almost, so we can step into, and in this moment or in this area in this house, like we can have all these discussions, and I'm not gonna be judged or anything like that. I could just speak to you safely without repercussion.
Yeah, like for me, when I hear emotional safety, the first thing that springs to mind is being vulnerable. Like I feel like a lot of time in relationships, like not relationship but marriage, you need to be as vulnerable as possible, so you can just, you know, let your partner know the full thing. Because if you hold up and you like, you know, cross out a lot of stuff, like nothing's gonna work out. Miscommunication, arguments, you know, disagreements, unhappiness, all comes from that. So you being vulnerable and telling your wife like so and so.
Yeah, it's literally, and like you said, so you're able to now talk to her, and you know, she's not gonna judge you because you're bringing something that even you deem it sensitive.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's talking with respect and all of that kind of stuff. I think you got to be patient as well. With myself, I'm patient with my kids and stuff. I think I am patient with my missus, but I think it's one of them ones where when you hold someone in high regard, like you get disappointed when they mess up.
Yeah.
And I think it's the same way. Like if I do something that I shouldn't have done, she'll be very disappointed because it's like I hold you to this standard.
Yeah.
So when you're not there, like, bro, what's going on?
What's going on? Yeah,
sort of thing. And it's hard to kind of not show that initial reaction of disappointment and to try to work through whatever it is that's happened, sort of thing. I know you said you struggle with being patient, or are you patient with?
I'm patient
with Ria, but you're
patient.
not patient with the kid.
Yeah, and I feel like because her she's not as demanding as the kids. The kids not coming to my face and saying Sonic, 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 or biscuit, 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 biscuit. She's more like, cool, I'll do it. So I'll never crash out at her. I think we're both, like I say, like sometimes, you know, there's gonna be a time where you do like, oh babe, relax, or something like that. But you know, we're both like
telling
working
women to relax.
It's another bro. Don't tell me to relax. Don't. I understand it. I understand that anger because if she told me to relax as well, like especially in public.
Yeah, that's mad.
In public.
That's mad.
No, that one there. Like,
said, chill out,
man. Chill out, babe. Take it easy. That's what's up. But yeah, I'm very patient with her. I'm very patient with her, and I allow her to, you know, not say allow her to cry, but allow her to like release her emotions. If she's going through something, I'll say, oh, it's fine. Give her a hug. Just, you know, secure her, make sure she's all right, and all that sort of stuff. And I'm easy forgiving. I forgive a lot, and I have sympathy. Like I'm very sympathetic. Real tell you, like to the point where like
you are.
I can see someone in the street.
You're too sympathetic.
I'm too sympathetic, bro. I see someone in the street eating chicken and chips, and I feel sad for them. Like, or I see someone like what is it? Someone I don't know if someone has offended me, and Like, you know, I see something sad. I just,
You're sympathetic to the point where I've in the past been hoping. I hope people don't take advantage of you
yeah,
because you're too
too nice.
nice.
Yeah,
Sort of thing.
I love my mum. My mum's very sympathetic, bro.
Yeah,
my
but the
mum's
same with
very,
my mum. Like, honestly, I think my mum's just far too kind.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know how she's cut through in this life with how kind she is.
Can she? Yeah.
People have taken advantage of her for
Mm.
sure, but it's like it's funny. It's because that's how you should be.
I say should be, yeah. But there does come a point where, like, and I feel like I fit that. Like, you probably know yourself, like, there's a point where I break, and I did break, and I have broken, where it's like, bro, you're taking a mick now. Like, you need to start disrespecting, because this has now become, it's gone from it being nice to disrespectful to a violation.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's the streamline normally goes down, and it's like, bro, like, chill out, man. I've been nice to you, like,
know the barrier.
Yeah,
and
know the
stuff
barriers.
like that. Don't take the mick. Has there been a time where you've been short-tempered with Rio, and where she may have needed space, help, whatever the case was?
Yeah, this was time. I remember there was one event Dell was performing at, and
outside,
bro, it was embarrassing, man.
No.
I think that's the day. Yeah, I think, like, I actually told Rick, I was like, I'm gonna break up with you. It's done.
Wow.
And it was so stupid what we argued over. So, like, we were going to Derek was performing. He had a performance at like 8. We got there like 6 because we wanted to, like, wheel ourselves in and stuff. And we're walking to the place now, and I was like, it's this way. And her sister was there, and I thought she was acting because her sister was there. This girl told him to, like, look, relax, calm down, shut up, man. I'm like, why are you acting? I was like, why are you acting like that for? And we were going back and forth. I was like, don't ever talk to me like that. Are you crazy?
Right there and then you're going back and forth.
We went inside, and I was angry. I was too angry, and she was in there enjoying herself. I was like, let's talk outside, please, because I'm not happy. We went outside in the front of the venue, and we were just arguing. And it's like, this is not like us, bro. Like, she's bickering here, I'm bickering there. Like, I'm not in her face, but we're just saying stuff, and I'm like, I said, bro, I want to lock this thing off right now, you know, because, like, the way you're moving, like, it's really annoying me. And it was just all over, like, me, ego. It was ego. And I think that's what it boiled down to. It was my ego. I feel like my ego was a bit fragile. And I looked at what Rio was saying as a disrespect when I shouldn't have looked at it like that. I should have looked at the thing was like, she's just being her, you know. But it was like, say, another 2 years down the line in our relationship, so.
Yeah.
Early days,
sort of thing. Yeah.
So,
it's difficult.
and I know how Ria is. I know that Ria is very, she's very sharp. She's sharp with where she can turn it on. If she wants to be rude, she can be rude.
Yeah.
But I took it as that rather than taking it as this is my girl and she's just being her.
Yeah.
Not being disrespectful, it's harmless, you know. It's not that she told me, it's not that she's embarrassed in front of my friends. Like, it's just her just saying, no, relax, it's this way. I just took it to heart, man. What about you?
One instance that comes to mind, I don't really think of anything else because of, like, my character, I tend to not let it get to a point of this. But on this occasion, we had, I think, invited friends over to our house, and there had been people drinking in the house. We've been drinking, and 2 of our friends, a guy and a girl, I think they got into an argument about something. I think they used to date, and then they had seen each other at our house, and then got into an argument in our house. And I think Rosie took the side of her friend, the girl, and I had probably had the default position of my friend, the guy. So then we started arguing, sort of thing, in front of, obviously, I think whoever was left in the house at that time. And we were arguing about whatever he had said or however he had treated her or something like that, and I can't remember. But that's probably one of the real kind of crash out moments.
Yeah.
Like, nothing to do with us. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
But here, picking sides and, I guess trying to find some type of resolution for our friend situation. And now we've went and thrown ourselves into it, sort of thing.
That's another reason I don't get involved in my friends' relationships anymore. Because I've been through it, bro. At uni, I can't even get to this story. The story's too much, but at uni I had the same situation where I had to be the mediator. And I went from being the mediator to the actual offender. That's what, you know what I mean? I'm like, bro, what the hell? Why? I said, you know what?
This is the thing, I'm not getting involved. That was my standpoint. But then they started arguing and bringing up their past in our house.
Yeah, so
So
you
I
have
had
to
no
give
choice but
yeah.
to, stop because, people were cussing and people were prepared to fight. Like I said, alcohol was in the system.
Yeah.
People
I think
were
that's when
just
you can
moving
step
mad.
in now.
Yeah,
'cause
so
it's-
I had no choice
You're
but to
immediate,
step
yeah,
in.
you have to be the mediator.
But then
there.
when you step in, you immediately look like you're taking someone's
Some
side.
yeah.
So, then and it's just like, it's silly in the end because ultimately, I can't tell you now what the argument was about, but I can't remember. And yeah, those people are not together. They are never destined to be together. Like and you've went and put your whole relationship right into the thick of it because of this. I think when this happened, I want to say that we were engaged at the time. Yeah. And if you imagine it was serious enough and then we broke up.
Long.
So
Long. Happens a lot as well.
Yeah.
Happens a lot. Like I remember I filmed like an engagement and went to hand in the engagement. I was like, the video's done. Oh, we're not together no more. This is a month.
You filmed an engagement video?
Yes.
And then when you handed them the video,
they weren't together no more.
Like a month later? Wow.
I couldn't believe it.
Like you said, it happens, but it's just like, God, like, what could it have been that broke you guys up?
You know, there's something about, okay, cool, you can date a girl, she can be amazing on the first date, she's probably nice, but when you actually live with the person and you see how things are, or your ego you got fragile ego, or you start to see little icks that you didn't see before.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right, chases you away.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. A lot of people go through that where it's like they're so happy, they get in a relationship, it's all fine. When they move into each other, they move in with each other, they go on holiday together or something like that. It's another story. It's like, oh wait, I didn't know this girl had this on her. I didn't know she was on this. Like, there's so much stuff to it.
Holidays pull back the curtain a bit.
Yeah.
And then people think, because I've been on a week holiday with this person in this beautiful country, and all we're doing is having sex and drinking cocktails.
Yeah.
Oh, I can live with this person forever.
Yeah.
No.
When you move to the house with them, it's like, for example, me, like really hates this day, but it's gonna sound like I'm a pig and thing, When I walk on the house and I've got my stomach is very easy, I just blast. This is my house. It's my house. I just blast. Obviously, I'll say pardon me. I'll say I'm sorry, but I just let rip because it's my house. I'm sure you just hit because all. Well, you're not gonna. Bro, it's your house. You're not gonna run to the toilet and be like, shh, just let it rip in there. You're gonna.
Funny enough, we're teaching our son.
Yeah, how to.
Like, if you need to fart,
you go to the toilet.
Yeah. I don't feel any way about farting in my house. I don't. Yeah. But I think it's important to teach our son, like, if you need to do this publicly,
go to the toilet.
Excuse yourself in it and go. But you sound like you're raggle.
No, I mean not raggle, but it's like, for example, say if like no one's around,
yeah,
I'm in a room, just edit in.
Just let it rip. Yeah.
If someone comes to the room like, oh, something stinks in there, oh sorry, it's my fault. Yeah, I can run it, fam. So yeah, that's one thing she finds a bit like, no, don't do that, it's disgusting. And it's pretty much. I'm sure you have any icks.
I don't know what she
burping
doesn't like. I'd burp when I excuse myself, but
I'm
not burping like Homer Simpson, like what would be an ick?
Snoring?
I don't snore.
Oh, that's good.
I don't snore unless I'm ill.
Yeah.
So I don't snore like that. I think so. I think at a time she'll go to shower or something after me. And she'll see hairs in the bath or something
yeah.
And maybe think that they are pubes or maybe something. She wouldn't say like they were pubes, but it's like, oh, can you like
can you not off yourself?
The hair out and stuff like that. But I was thinking it's like sometimes it's like it might have come from my head or like, if I'm combing out
your beard,
like it or something, like it's the hairs aren't unhygienic hairs.
Yeah.
Or sometimes it literally could come from like a towel.
Yeah. When you rub enough, if you rub your face hard enough. Yeah,
but it's one of them ones like, if you don't want to see it there, I'll try my best to clean up or whatever the case is. I don't really know. Probably there's a list.
Yeah, there's probably have to ask her. Have to ask and she'll probably let you know.
But it might be one of those things where these are minor things that I'm not gonna raise every single time. You see what I mean? You just kind of compromise and manage from there. But I like to think I'm trying and doing my best in that department, keeping the icks down.
As a leader in the house, like, how compassionate are you towards the other members in the house, i.e. your kids, your wives? I don't know if I can include guests. Guests that's a different thing. That's you more. That's you showing, you know, just
Hospitality.
hospitality. Yeah, that's the word.
Again, it's something that I'm definitely trying to be more compassionate, understand situations. Like if she's had a long day and with the kids or whatever, and she asks me, okay, can you put them to bed? Or can you do this? Can you do that? Cool, no problem. It's fine. Because I've had a long day. I might have been sitting at this computer all day.
But it's been long for me.
Working, editing, whatever the case I'm doing. It's been a long day. But I kind of see it like if you're having to ask, then you need help.
Yeah.
So cool, it's not an issue. I'll try my best to do it with a smile on my face and crack on with whatever it may be. Yeah, I think it's just kind of understanding people's standpoints and more, especially with the kids and raising them. It's like treat people how you want to be treated.
Yeah.
If you see that someone else is struggling with something that you could help them with, intervene and
help out.
Do your bit as long as you can. You see what I mean? Like I'll be having a meeting or something, and sometimes my daughter will just run into the room and screaming, "Daddy!" And then my missus like running in there after her, like she's like as a bomb, like as a grenade. Picks her up and runs out again, sort of thing.
Like a pitch streaker.
Yeah, literally. And I appreciate that because obviously all he's gonna do is create noise. I'm gonna have to answer this little girl, you see what I mean? And it's gonna distract me in my whole flow doing whatever I'm doing, or if I'm recording or whatever. So yeah, I think it's tit for tat in the sense of, yeah, you scratch my back, I'll scratch yours. I'll be compassionate in that way. I'll understand the day you've had and where you need support, where you need help. I still very much think people should voice that.
Yeah.
I think she voices it and says, okay, I need help with this, that, and the other. And where I can, I'll definitely try to help. But I don't think people should. It's hard because I think women do spot, and we've had these conversations before. I think women, they spot where things need doing and get on and do it, and men don't necessarily spot those things.
Yeah.
So I think even if you think like, if I can spot it, why can't you say
thank you? I had this problem, not problem, but I had this conversation with her. I was like, she's always coming like, I do everything in the house, and I was like, cool, I get you do everything else, but there's certain things you see that I can't see. So for example, it's bad me saying this, but the washing up and the clothes. Obviously, if I'm working bears, I'm not looking at the time. Before I knew it, it's 5 o'clock. Before I knew it, it's 3 o'clock. Let's go pick up the kids. I come back and she's like slugging away doing the washing. I'm like, I'm so sorry I couldn't do that. I didn't really clock the time. So if all the thing was like, okay, cool, babe, are you okay to go and do this for me whilst I sort this out? Fine.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna think about. It's bad me saying this, innit? But I'm not always gonna be thinking about stuff in the house. I'm always gonna be thinking about in that moment in time work and how I can get this over to go and do the next thing. It's hard, man. It's hard. It sounds like I'm being very selfish, but
no, I sympathize with both of our wives.
Yeah, both. Yeah,
because it's the same thing. It's pretty much like if I see a gap of space, it's like how can I get ahead with what I need to do, as opposed to maybe at home, a wife, the woman would be like, right, if I see a gap of space, what can I get ahead with? For the house to function.
Yeah.
What can I clean, or what can I wash now, or what can I prep for tomorrow that I don't need to do in that moment because I've done it now. You see what I mean? So yeah, I think they should know. It's important for them. Like, I'm happy to help. I'll speak for myself. I'm happy to help. I'm sure you're happy to help.
Yeah.
But it may sound like you are, I don't know, like another child sort of thing. I think it's important to say. I do think it's important to say because then if you don't say, if it's something you've realized, okay, he's not picking up on this, but let me say, and then he should help. If he doesn't help from there,
forget it.
I don't know. I can't defend any man after that. You see what I mean? But I think you definitely give them the chance, and you know, I think there's a lot of things that women are like, oh, what's this? They talk about what they call it? Women's not initiative, in like instinct or intuition.
Intuition, yes. Intuition. Jamie Foxx.
They talk about all this stuff, right? And then they talk about that, and we can multitask and stuff like that. But you say if men don't have those attributes, you need to share what you're seeing with men.
Yeah.
You have an intuition, and you had a feeling this is gonna happen or whatever. You used to say because if you, and I'm saying I don't have it, I'm just saying if you claim we don't have it, then it's like that's so Raven and someone having a vision that this is gonna happen, blah, blah, blah. Why wouldn't you tell somebody?
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you stop it?
So, someone's obviously hit by a car, but you come on.
Yeah.
Instead you're standing there just go, are you a villain?
Oh yeah, my intuition, I knew that was gonna happen. You better tell me. Like, so yeah, I think it's, and that's obviously like then comes back to the age-old communication thing. Like, we just have to keep talking and have to keep slinging, and like, as I like doing, you have to keep planning.
Plan,
as best as possible. If you tell me, right, on Thursday you need to do the washing up, do the laundry, do this, do that, blah blah blah. Believe me, by Thursday I'll do it.
Done,
have it all done. But then if you arrive on the day of Thursday and be like, oh, can you do this? Can you do this? I'm gonna be like that SpongeBob meme, like, bruv, like, what am I doing? Like, why am I only finding this out now? Like, so it's about knowing your person as well. Knowing how to best deal with it. But
and also I do understand sometimes where our wives are like, you should know. But
to a degree, yes.
Yeah, I understand that.
Yes,
but
100%.
It's also in the same breath of like, I've also got we've also got a million miles. We're also working as million miles per hour as well, and it's like hard to just like, you know, like if I can, for example, if I'm on the way to I choose this year, like this week I was editing something. I'm gonna get some water from the kitchen. I went to the kitchen. I saw the clothes, put that in, got the water, and I'm out. You see it? So if I'm on my way to do it, and I'll do it. That's fine. But if I've like programmed myself and I've been told to do it, or like she's expecting to do it, I don't think it's hard, man. It's hard for me to get it done that way, you know. So
yeah, like I said, for me personally, it's just the planning.
You're planning,
Let me know if this is what it takes. Then I will do this every single time. Put it in my schedule. It'll get done. Sort of thing. But yeah, it's funny though, that when you start living with someone and you have to, like you as well, combine those two different ways of maybe how you were brought up and then how you want to manage your house. It's I remember times that we started living together and like she would have taken maybe the bin out and not replaced the bin bag.
That's me.
You don't put the bin bag back in?
No, I remember now, but before I used to take the bin bag out and throw it downstairs because I have to go downstairs to throw it out. So by the time I've come back, I've gone straight to my...
That's different. She used to intentionally not put the bin bag
back in. To put in?
So I said, like, I'll go to throw something away and like fruit or something, and it's now in the bin and not in the bin.
Oh,
bag.
Like that, because you just left it.
But she's like, she wants the bin to air out. That's her thought.
That's the thing,
Okay, that's fine. But now I know. Like, you didn't tell me that
before.
And maybe if that's what you used to do all your life, then you think, you know, this is what I'm used to. You see what I mean? So it's about kind of communicating those things as well, sort of thing. Because I couldn't fathom every time I'd kind of come back to the bin weekly or something. Why there's no bin bag inside all of a sudden. Put, like, yes, you took the bin out, put the bin bag back in, but there was a reason as to why. She wanted to give it a break.
One of my old housemates, when I was in uni, he used to basically sweep his stuff, but leave everything he swept in the middle of the house. So at one point I was like, who's gonna pick this up?
Not pick it up.
Like, where's the pan? Like, come on, simple paper, you just curl it. You curl it, you sweep it aside, but he's just doing it, and I'm like, okay, cool, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, what's going on here? Done it 5 times now. Why have you not sweeped this up? And I felt like I always had to go sweep it up. On the 5th time, I was like fighting myself. I was like, after I've done it, and I was like, bro, what's going on here? He was like, I didn't find the pan. I was like, bro, the pan is there. Just sweep it up.
He didn't ask either.
So it's like, you
have to say.
You have to say,
I don't understand.
How important is love in your house? And is it important to you showing it to your kids? Or obviously, we spoke about it earlier in the podcast, but just want to touch on it again. How important is it to you to show love
to my missus?
Yeah.
No, it's I think it's definitely important, and I think it's especially where you want to raise people that will maybe go on one day themselves and get married and have their family. You need to show them what love looks like.
Yeah.
You need to show them how we speak and communicate to each other, how we work together, this, that, and the other. So, yeah, even like obviously for what I'm involved in now at home, business-wise. My missus is my business partner. And I love that, to the fact that they can also see another layer that we work together and stuff like that. Obviously, right now, they're kind of my son is probably beginning to understand the quote-unquote family business and stuff like that. And he knows if we're going to buy certain stuff, he'll be like, oh, is this for the house or is this for the business house and stuff like that? And we explain that to him and stuff like that. So as well as being his parents, he can see we are working together. We're supporting one another. I tell him, like, you're going to bed now. Well, I don't want to go to bed now because it's mommy and daddy time.
Yeah.
Like,
Time
you're
for us
going
to
to bed now because it's time for mommy and daddy to chill together and spend time together. So yeah, like I said earlier, the affection side of it, so they can literally see see love and stuff like that. Whether they're going to go this, that, the other, I don't care when we get there. But it's creating more time and me spending more time with them, so I can have those little moments and stuff like that. But everything else in terms of what love looks like in a household, like we spoke in another episode, sitting down, eating together and stuff like that. Yeah,
that's it.
They can see it. It's there. It's happening. And like I said, I think it's super important, because otherwise, you hear people all the time like their relationships fail, or they don't know how to behave in a relationship because they've never seen that kind of stuff before. Even when people are getting loved, if being shown love in a relationship, they don't know how to accept it because they never saw it from their parents or been in that situation before. So especially where you've got two boys. I'm raising a boy and a girl. Love will look differently to those two alone, innit? Like, your boys one day, God willing, will go out and find their wives and proudly bring them home and be like, Mom, Dad, this is who I want to marry, or whatever the case is. Like, that's going to happen for my son one day, and then one day I'm probably have to go to some other guy's house that's going to say, I'm going to be your new son-in-law.
Oh my gosh.
You see what I mean? So,
Mom, this is Figures, Mom. This is Figures, Mom.
And even from that, it's important that for me, that my daughter is watching me, how I'm treating my missus. So that you don't let no fool boy come and
take you for an idiot.
Come and shine one rubbish Tiffany and Co. and you lose your head and think, this guy's giving me the world.
And you put the Bel Air bottle in your mouth. And
rubbish.
Put the video of the girl put the suya. If I ever saw that, I can't lie. I'm losing my head, fam. I'm going off. So you're right. Like,
so it's important. It's important, man, for sure.
Very important. Very important.
I thought you were going to give your opinion.
What's I should get to say?
Opinion on love, and is it important so the boys can see, basically?
For me personally, very, very important. Like I said earlier in the podcast, I like to show my missus love all the time, whether it be physically, whether it be emotionally, and even just like obviously spiritual love. In front of the kids, I love I just hugs, kisses, and that sort of stuff. Love to show it, because even the kids now, like, they all come and see us and like, oh, Daddy, hug. They give me a hug as well, or they kiss Rhea in the cheek, or kiss Rhea in the lips, whatever. And it's just nice to see, because it's like these are little versions of us, and what they're seeing in the house, they just replicate. I just hope that they don't go out there and do it wrongfully, and obviously
to the wrong person.
Or
every person.
Hope they're using us and learning and seeing how things are, because I learned about love, black love, mainly through films. So I used to watch a lot of films and watch black love and be like, oh, cool, I want that one day. Like, for example, I remember I watched, it's cliche, but Love and Basketball. Like, I remember watching, like, even Hotel, there was a Hotel Rwanda as well. Like, the way the main actor was treating his wife, trying to save his wife, going through all this war stuff, but he's also making sure his wife is fine. Like, I learned that through film, innit? So for me now, like, it's very important. Very important. I have to make sure that I show that home, so that these kids are not learning from anyone else. And it's like straight back. Obviously, my parents showed me love, but it's more like emotion. I think for them it was more emotional rather than actual physical and spiritual. My mum would pray for my dad all the time, pray for the family all the time. So it's just showing that other aspect of it, and just showing that through the kids, and make sure the kids can look at that and be like, cool, yeah, that's fine, man. My mum and dad kiss all the time.
And it's funny, it's such a little thing, but even stuff like that, I make sure I do, like, even if I'm gonna be away for the whole day, like, it's just it almost provides that safety that
Yeah.
I'm gonna come back or whatever
Yeah.
the case is.
Yeah.
Like as we talking about this episode of is the lady safe with you? Your house is the safe house.
Yeah.
Like I always say, this world outside here, this place is crazy.
Yeah.
Like whatever you're going to do, as they say, go and complete the mission and come back
home.
home.
Man. Skepticity. Yeah.
Come back home.
back
That's
home,
a
yeah.
safe house.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
so, the safe house should actually be safe, where people can talk freely, not be judged.
Yeah.
You know, show love, show respect. It's probably the four walls that is just like, you know,
the protection.
And the protection. Like I should be fine in this building, in this home.
And that's another reason why, whenever I do pray to God, I always ask for God to protect these four corners of the house. Always. That's one prayer I always pray about, because, like, I don't know if you watch Sinners yet.
Nah.
We're gonna watch Sinners.
I probably will eventually.
It's like, okay, I won't spoil it for you then. But it's just basically like you have to be careful who you let into the house.
Of course.
Let in what sort of spirits you let in, what sort of vibes you let in. So always praying around the four corners of my house and just protecting it and covering it by the blood of Jesus. Like, it's very important for me as well. That's obviously
my house when I was younger in Tottenham. My house was robbed when we was on holiday, and we came back from holiday. And my mom explained to us when we got back. Obviously, she found out when we were on holiday, but she didn't want to ruin our holiday. She didn't say until we got back. And I obviously was distraught. My brother was distraught. I was able to pack my bags and go back to uni. But these lot had to live there. They have to live there.
Yeah.
Like, and the fact that someone has, you know, come into the castle as it was.
Yeah, infiltrated
the castle, taken stuff.
Yeah.
Like, it's hard to stomach, man.
And you also probably think, your parents are probably thinking about if they come back again. They might use it as a thing, an ongoing thing.
Yeah.
Like, if you come back again, then
it's difficult. It's difficult, man. But without kind of going off on a tangent, you've got to be safe for your partner. That's the only thing you have.
Yeah.
Like that's, and if you're someone that is judgmental, your partner won't talk to you.
Yeah.
He won't talk to you. If they don't feel they can talk to you, they won't talk to you, and then they'll be probably talking to someone else.
Yeah.
And then you won't know what's really happening, and it's the quickest way for your relationship to break down.
Yeah.
Quickest way.
Yeah, car crash.
Yeah. So it's definitely important, man.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh man, I think we've come to the end of this episode.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for commenting and subscribing. Like we always say, guys, comment on the Spotify, comment on YouTube, share this video. There's a lot of, dropped a lot of gems. I'm sure we dropped gems in there.
Yeah.
So many gems. So make sure you guys share this video with a lot of people. Any announcement? Anything?
No, just we appreciate your support, and if there's any particular guests or conversations you want us to have, definitely be in touch. Let us know. info@dadicatedpod.co.uk, and let's keep having these open conversations, man.
Let's do it.
People are liking them. They're telling us that they're liking it. So we'll try to continuously be vulnerable with you guys.
Yeah. I'm sure lots of got more stories to tell. More life stories to tell. So
there are stories.
Yeah, let us know, man. But guys, this has been Dedicated, because we're dedicated. Peace.